Didn't happen, but I tell you, that's okay. Kind of a letdown, but just not meant to be. So something hit that I will share with you where that really hits for October 2nd. And goodness gracious, could it be that simple that it's going to hit on October 2nd? I'll tell you before, this is an old Facebook post from, I don't know, 2021, September 25th. You know, the 1 year anniversary. The monster bat, where the whole bat legend, uh, Draculae inspired the story of Kama Zotes, and that's Chemazotes. That's funny. The person that liked this is the one that messaged just then. Um, Vicky's been with me from the beginning and all this. So yeah, fascinating. Anyway, let's see if I can save that for y'all. Yeah, so there it is. Get some definitely some freaky images there. Here's another one that's kind of freaky. Hmm. Um, but that's where the whole Batman thing began, right? That's crazy. Um, so you go to Wikipedia. Wow. Okay. It's death bat in the Kichi language in the Mesoamerica. Generally, the bat often associated with night, death, and sacrifice. Okay. Spanish conquest of mine. Okay. Anyway, stay in your lane, Stokes. I want to show y'all before we get into the grid about this October 2nd thing. Right before I finally mustered up I just had no desire to do a video tonight, but I'm like, you got to do a video. There's a grid out there. Say hello to your people, even if it's just one or two. Say hello. As we are counting down these final days, and it could be Sunday. Any day it could happen. I am absolutely resound to that. October 2nd. He doesn't have an appearance on October 2nd. And I get that he could get hit on the 1st and die on the 2nd at his next event. But I'm not married to that. No way. He could make that final speech that what maybe he says something that's a little ooh, makes the news. And then the next day, right? One thing for sure, when you get to October 10th, October 2nd from my birthday, it's 88 days. 88 days, 88 days, 88 days. We do remember that, right? And then if you include both dates from October 2nd to the next total solar eclipse is 201 days for event 201. So we remember that. But y'all remember this thing we just got through having, this midpoint. I got to go back to this midpoint. And before I got up, I wasn't motivated to do anything. And I guess I needed some type of motivation or muse to motivate me. A muse is usually a person. Definition of muse: each of 9 goddesses, the daughters of Zeus. Let's go to the next definition: a person or personified force who is the source of inspiration for a creative artist. So I needed something to get me off the couch to do a video, and I immediately, my thought went to count the days from that midpoint And I started, I don't know, juggling different thoughts. And then I said, well, I think it was go to the amount of days when, if you remember, the day of the midpoint, I was about to go to Miami. It was the day I did go to Miami. Sorry, it was the day I went. But the night before I went was that full moon, where there was that, flexing situation, okay, in my personal life that had to do with my son and his wife, okay. And the Lord, 17 days later, flexed back. Okay, just he showed his power. That's what he did. Sorry, I had to take the world's longest break after all. Cleaned kitchen, did all kind of stuff. 17 days. But when the Lord, because the Lord ordains everything, so the Lord ordained that my son's wife would take her life. Very sad situation. Sad for my son, sad for me because of my son, and just sad to see the spiritual realm, the demonic realm, deal with a human like that. Somebody that somebody that you've had conversations with, had good conversations with, but then, of course, had very sour situations with. But we know what that was. That was spirit on spirit. Your enemies are not flesh and blood. The Bible is clear about that. Let's get back on point here. So 17 days is 408 hours. That is my apartment number. 1468, that was my parents' phone number. 14688 is part of 17 days. We know about the Q, the whole Q17 situation. So it was 17 days, though, okay? Well, if you double that 17 days, because you go up 17 days, it takes you to August 29th. When you go up 17 more days, I'm sorry, when you go up 17 more days, that's 34, it takes you to September 15th. And you go up 17. I'm sorry. What's 17, 17, 17, y'all? 17 plus 17 plus 17. 51. So you go up 51 days from that midpoint, and it's October 2nd. And remember, it was 251 days between each total solar eclipse, right? It was 88 and then 250. Yeah, it was 251 days in both directions to hit each solar eclipse. And again, you got 200 more to go. When you hit October 2nd, it's 200 more to go to the total solar. So, okay, it makes sense. Well, when you start going backwards 17 days, you land on July 26th. Now, that was day 224. Now you've added 51. If you go to day 224, that midpoint, and start subtracting 17s, the first one you land on is that 207, which is July 26th. That's day 207 of the year. 207 is Trump. 119 plus 88 is 207. So it's Donald and Trump. Jewish gematria is simple gematria. Then you subtract 34, you do get July 9th, which is day 189. 207 minus 17. 187. Oh, July 6th. I was thinking of July 7th. Yeah, it's day 190. Sorry. It's July 6th is day 187. Add 3 days. Yes, got it. And then subtract another 17 days. You get day 173. Hang on, I lost my train of thought. Let me figure this out. Okay, which was June 22nd. So I started doing those progressions of 17 every 17 days. And it does land on October 2nd. And I'm like, okay. Because when I backed it up that 17 and landed on that 207 for Donald Trump, I felt like I was in some sort of rhythm there, as it's 1:19 a.m. and 51 seconds. But you know, is it the rising day or is it the day he's going to go down? It's just it's interesting. It's a little fascinating. But yeah, that 17 thing. I don't know, but let's go on with September 25th, which is today, Sunday. And if he goes down on October 2nd, it will be a week from today. It will be next Sunday. I think it is very important to keep an eye on today or the 27th due to the Bible verse. One of the most important Bible verses in end times prophecy is Daniel 9:27. Why is Daniel 9:27 so popular? So Daniel 9:27, it's Christ or Antichrist, the mysterious gap in Daniel 9. And it is, it's an extremely confusing Daniel 9:25, 26, 27. And I love it for its confusion. And when you saw me do that Bible study, which none of y'all did, I'm sure, each sentence, like a verse might have 3 or 4 sentences. It's going back and forth between Antichrist and Christ, potentially. Not dogmatic about it, but that's how confusing it is. And what if 9:25 to 9:27 is the most confusing time on earth? Because I've never seen anything that scrambled before in all my Bible studies. I've never come across something that left me so. People will tell you this is the anti. You can go check every commentary, and everybody's got their own opinion, and it's all over the place. And when I did my study on it, I was all over the place, and I've been all over the place with it. If you go to my TS Daily Bible Studies and you hit playlist, you go to my Daniel 6 study. When we go to that study of 9, Daniel 9:19 through 24, there it's 40 minutes long. Hello. 40 minutes. 3 views. All right, they gotta be true and every man a liar. Amen to that. So yes, that individual study, I'm going to see if I can bring that up individually, so I don't have to share the whole link playlist with you. Fantastic. Let's try that again. Copy and paste. I'm really sure we wanted the whole Batman thing again. So there it is. I will put that in the description for you if you want to watch it. But what if, you know, and it ends at 10:03. Now we know Dr. Pepper is 10:24. Dr. Pepper is Fansville. Okay. And that's all about the end times. chaos. We showed y'all that commercial where they showed the map of the United States, and they were showing you all the chaos. Is that maybe at Telling Truth 3? Hey, there's a comment there. I need to make sure to go over that comment. That looked like my friend Adam. So hang on just a second. Let me look for that.
Season 5.
So it's called Chaos Comes to Fansville. Their views, 51. There's that 51 again. 51 days from the midpoint of both. Yeah, 51 days would put you right on October 2nd. I'm just saying. And it was 251 days in both directions to the total solar. So you look at the subscribers, it's 588. There's that 58 from May 8th, 88. So they got 58.8 thousand subscribers, and it's 51 for that 51 that we just talked about. But there's the 119 on the views. 119. Can't make it up. Look at the thumbs ups. There's no dislikes. 511. So 51 again. So you got, let's get this straight. 511 likes with 511 views. 51192. So are they monkeying with us? Knowing we were going to do this? So when you look at it, storm's coming.
On season 5 of Fed.
That would be the final season. Now here's the chaos they're showing you in good old Los Estados Unidos.
Conference lines are being redrawn.
So you see the chaos. There's the map of the United States. You got the upside down pyramid of the Dr. Pepper banner, the state banner, upside down pyramid.
On and Fansville's being ripped apart.
Fansville's being ripped apart. The United States is going to be ripped apart. They have on their logo 1024 for October 2nd. Does he die on October 2nd and rise on October 4th? Does he get hit at the rally like Michael is saying? I'm not saying he won't get hit at the rally. I'm just saying I don't just look at a place he needs to be. They're going to have footage. They're going to have enough drama baked into it to where it's believable. No matter where it happens, no matter when it happens, because that's what they do. Drama is what they do. I mean, technically, that line of the checkerboard under and above the T represents sacrifice. Well, there you go. I like it. Thank you, Mr. Adam. So if he was to go down on 925, though, let's just forget the Dr. Pepper 1024. This is the most confusing part, some of the most confusing items in all of the Word of God to me, 925 through 27. We know that 9/11 was based off a Bible verse. Well, 927 is the Antichrist. And he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. This is the Antichrist. And in the midst of that week shall cause sacrifice and oblation to cease. The overspreading of the abomination shall make it desolate, even unto the consumption to be determined shall be poured upon the desolate. 927 is total Antichrist. It's up in here where it's it can go back and forth between Jesus and the Antichrist. And I'd have to go back and watch that last study myself and just see what I think about it. Let God be true and every man a liar, for sure. I'm nothing dogmatic about any of that, I can assure you. But 927 is the abomination of desolation. What a great day for him to rise on or go down on. Because 9/11 was, to me, a rising day, even though that was the death day. But based off of it could also be seen as a rising day because of what came later. 9/11 being 7/11, which is the Bible verse, the beast rising from the pit. So September 11th is really 7/11, the beast rising from the pit is what I'm saying. Sorry to be so confusing there. So, but it was based off a Bible verse. This is the big Bible verse, 927. Now we're about to run out of the Shemitah, and it was his event was supposed to happen before the Shemitah. What day does the Shemitah end? It ends on September 26th. That's Monday. So if he were to die today, Sunday, and rise spiritually on that Bible verse of 927, my MayDay friend, MayDay, 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 5 times 1 times 1985. Her number is 925. MayDay, MayDay, MayDay. If y'all remember, Trump and I's combined number, her amount of days old were the first 5 digits of Trump and I's combined number on March 11th of this past year. Of this year, I mean. On March 11th, she turned Trump's number 163464. My number, first 5 digits, 13463. She turned that many days old, my MayDay friend, 9925. Turned that on March 11th. 33 days later, I turned that many days old. 322 connects both sets of 5 digits. 33 days after that was the total lunar. So we started tracking those 33s. I haven't looked at it in a while. Where are we at with those 33s? September 25th. So tomorrow's a big day. I mean, today's a big day. It's already September 25th. Today's one of those sets. It sure is. Okay, so March 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 progressions of the 33. 198. What's that 98? 98th verse of Revelation. White horse. Okay, it's starting to get interesting. Starting to get interesting. Today's a great day. Let's go ahead and look at the grid. I think we've seen enough. I think I've gotten my point across.
Nothing.
Sorry, Logan, you live in tech country.
You're in tech country. What's the technology? We hate the technology, don't we? It makes us sick.
No. But I hate tech.
Will
Yeah, I hate tech also. Too bad you live in tech country now and they turn up that technology. To hit Michael's Shemitah, which he was really big on it, it had to happen before that Shemitah. That on the 26th of the last day of the Shemitah, that those markets have to crash. They will if he goes down Sunday. What about your October 2nd? I don't know. We'll get to that when we get there. Let's look at the grid for today and the 26th. That will also include okay. Rising day would be very interesting. The snow day, when it snowed where I live here, The only time it's ever snowed here on the Donnie Darko release date, 1/19, January 19th, 1977. That's pretty fascinating. All right. I did update this grid, though. I need to shift the personal stuff over. Let's go over the grid now. All right. So April 30th, partial solar, Ford versus Ferrari, Christian Bale's movie where his character died. And I've got it right here. Mayday, my Mayday friend is 9925. So, boom. S. Darko. Event 201. Days apart from Laura Rutledge's birthday, which is, her birthday is October 2nd, 1988. Her husband, who, that means she's linked to him. They are one. Her husband's birthday is 201 days from hers. His birthday progresses to September 25th. Guy Fawkes Day, the November, remember, no, the 5th of November thing. Mystic Pizza, release date, 1988 movie with Julia Roberts, the October 28th. Pizza, Gateway Arch Girl. Octopussy release date, Olympus Has Fallen, premiere in Hollywood. Partial lunar, annular solar. The annular solar is the annular solar is September 11th of 1988. The fusion, the mixing of the two. September 11th and 1988. What a classic day that would be for him to go down on. I mean, what? The next day, or if you include both dates, Get Out. Release date number 1. December 4th, 2021, total solar eclipse. My son got married the next day to his deceased wife. iPet Goat 2, the YouTube stamped date of July 3rd, 2012, and Spectre. All of those things would be hitting on the 25th if you include both dates, or this is your fallout the next day, the 26th, depending on how you want to look at it. The 27th, which would be his rising day, you have a double penumbral lunar eclipse. You have Pistol Pete Maravich's birthday. Their Satanic Majesty's Request, The Rolling Stones, Skyfall, London premiere, October 23rd. Apocalypto, so the apocalypse will begin because he's rising. That's the crowning. He has a crown given to him. He is rising spiritually. He is now Satan in the flesh. He is man. Satan is now on the earth in the flesh. From that day forward, he is crowned. January 6th, 2021. This would be Tuesday now, till Tuesday. Goes down on a Sunday. Oh, just wait till Tuesday, they're saying. When he rises, when Satan is now man. Trading places. Who's trading places? Satan is, he's now man. Heisman Trophy. Heisman, he is man, is what Heisman spells. And World War Z. Release date number 1. If you include both dates, you get this for his rising day also. One World Trade Tower opening date. What? The Return of the King, the One World Trade Tower would be, including both dates, his rising day. That's fantastic. The Undoing release date. Fantastic. That's that Nicole Kidman series. Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation. Tippi Hedren, her birthday. The Birds and Marnie with Sean Connery. Mystic Pizza USA release date October 21st, 1988. And the death of Solimini. That's if you include both dates. That would be the rising day. So that's it. I ain't got nothing else for you. Insane. Every day, I think it's the day. What in the world? All right. I love you.